Hi guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called The Front. This game was requested by one of my Patreon supporters specifically, so today we are going to check it out. The game costs $20 on Steam. If you are wondering why there is a white bar at the top of your screen, that is because for some reason the game does not allow you to change the resolution. So right now, as you can see, the game is hard locked at 4K resolution. When I try to put it down to 2K resolution, for instance, I go apply, yes, and then I go to settings once again. Oh, now it's actually staying there. Why the hell is it now staying there? Previously it went back to 4K resolution constantly. So I don't know why it did that, but another issue is the fact that there's only two display modes. There's windowed and full screen. So there's no borderless full screen. Like when I activate full screen, firstly I can't change the resolution. So when I put it on full screen, the game then goes full screen, but it is then hard locked on 6K resolution, which is insane. 6K resolution is even higher than 4K resolution. There's no way that any modern computer will be able to run the game at 6K resolution, and you can't turn down the resolution at all. I'm clicking here and there, it's not allowing me to change the resolution at all. So the first issue is you can't change the resolution at all when playing on this mode. The other issues are, like I said, there are no other modes apart from full screen and windowed. So there's no borderless full screen mode, there's no borderless windowed mode, both of which are very necessary, I would say. Okay, now for some reason the game all of a sudden defaulted to both of my screens. It's now on both of my screens. Let's see if we can turn it down again. Okay, there we go, I turned it down. So it's really weird. Like, firstly, it doesn't allow you to change the resolution. Secondly, sometimes when you change the resolution, it defaults to both of your screens if you have a multiple monitor setup. Thirdly, it has no borderless windowed mode. So right now I am playing on windowed mode and it's not borderless. So now if I want the game to display, well, actually I can't even make it display as a borderless window. I can make it seem on my recording like it is a borderless windowed display right now, but that I'm still seeing this thing at the top here. I'm still seeing the window. That is why borderless window is the best. You know, borderless window doesn't show all of this shit up here. You won't accidentally click the close button or the minimize button or anything like that. That is why borderless window is a really crucial mode to have, and the game doesn't have that. The game literally just has windowed mode and full screen mode. It has no other modes at all. It's missing two of the most crucial display modes possible, and then on top of that, it doesn't allow you to change the resolution when playing on the full screen mode at all. You have to play, you are forced to play at 6K resolution, which is hilarious. Like, there's no way how any modern PC is going to be able to run it at that. So if I maximize the window on my screen, it will still show up on your, well, it still shows up on the recording as being windowed, but there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I can, like I said, change it on my OBS by literally dragging the display to be maximum, but I'm not gonna do that because this is how the game looks. I'm not going to alter the game on my recording and do editing just to make the game look better. This is literally how the game looks right now. There's a white border at the top. You can accidentally click on the close button. You can accidentally click on the minimize button. When you go to the bottom, when you take your mouse to the bottom, I can actually show you guys over here, 1 second. So if we do that, that's literally how my game now looks. This is literally how I'm playing the game. So if I go here to the bottom accidentally and click over there, then the game is not active anymore. And then I click over there again, you can see it changes over here. So when I click there, the game is not active anymore, and then when I click there, the game is now active. So you can accidentally click on these things here at the bottom. I can accidentally click on any of these things over here. You can accidentally open your browser, or accidentally click on a Discord, anything like that, and there's nothing you can do about it because, like I said, the game literally does not allow you to fill the screen unless you play on full screen mode, but then you are forced to play at 6K resolution, which is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Like, 6K resolution will tear any computer apart. There's simply no, doesn't even matter if you have a 4090 RTX Ti, you won't be able to run hardly any game at 6K resolution. Now for some reason it defaulted to this resolution. I don't know even what the fuck this resolution is, to be honest, but anyway. So otherwise than that, everything on high, FPS limited to 60 FPS, blah 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 blah. So needless to say, $20 game, but the resolution options and display options are absolutely terrible, absolutely horrible. You're going to be playing the game constantly with this white bar at the top of the screen, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you want to run the game at 6K resolution. So with that being said, let's see. I guess we go over here. I don't care about that. Account warehouse. What the hell is account warehouse? Okay, well, that's nothing. So create solo game. I don't know what we do. Okay, that one. Password. PvE, so the game has PvE modes and PvP modes. We're going to play PvE. Start server using peer-to-peer mode. I don't know, I guess so. I don't know. There's only one map in the game. Enable novice protection. What the fuck is novice protection? It doesn't even say what that is. Like, you can't see what that is. Blah 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 blah. Set structure decay. I don't want structure decay. I don't want anti-cheat bullcrap. Okay, so I don't know, all of this stuff, we're just gonna leave it as default. Blah blah blah, NPCs, blah blah blah. So everything is default. Literally everything is default. I just removed the anti-cheat because obviously I'm not going to cheat. Structures decay I do not like. I don't like it when structures decay. Starting inventory size 40. Let's just bump that up a little bit to 60 because I do not like being limited with regards to inventory. I hate it when you are inventory limited in a game. Save and start. Okay, and then I guess we need to create our character, I guess. Why is it so blurry? Okay, so there's male, female. You can choose different faces. Blah blah blah, different hairstyles. And then female, once again, different faces. The graphics isn't bad. The graphics looks fine. You can't rotate at all, so I'm trying to rotate here. There's no rotating in the game, which really sucks. The fact that you can't rotate in a character creator is just idiotic. I don't know, let's take that one, and then the hair color options are very, very limited. Okay, so that's it. Very, very basic character creator. And then we start. So as far as I looked a little bit at the screenshots on Steam, as far as I can see, the game looks like an open world crafting type game. I don't know if there are survival aspects as well, so you can choose between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different spawning locations. That one looks like it's in the desert, which probably is not ideal. This one looks like there's an island there, enough water. All of them start next to the water, so probably water is going to be important. Let's maybe choose this one. It's like there's a water area over there. You probably can't drink the sea water, probably, I don't know. So let's not start in a place that doesn't have fresh water. The map is very laggy, holy hell. Yeah, and then we can probably run over there, probably. So yeah, let's choose that one. Confirm. Okay, there's some huge stuttering, a lot of stuttering, holy shit. Okay, collect, you collect with F. The movement feels weird, like I press forward and then it actually takes you a while to move forward, like it just feels weird, almost as if your character is on roller skates, you know, like the movement isn't instant. It actually takes you a while to move forward. It just feels weird. And it also seems like there's no tutorial whatsoever, which is bad, obviously. Fortunately, I've played a lot of these types of games, probably 20 or 30 of these types of games, so I know generally what to do in these games, but still, you should always place yourself in the shoes of the average player that has never played a game like this, And the average player, quite honestly, will not know what the fuck to do. Obviously the game will have crafting, I'm assuming. Let's see, where's crafting? Okay, I does nothing. Tab, okay, there we go. Tab, so you also have to figure out all of the controls on your own. You literally can't, like, there's no guidance. Like, they don't even tell you anything regarding the controls or anything like that. You have to figure out the controls on your own as well. So is this the crafting over here then? I guess so. Okay, so we create a stone axe, I guess. Okay, and then it gets added to your thing automatically, and then we can start chopping a tree. Okay, and then the tree just gets sent to the shadow realm apparently. Okay, now we have enough for a... oh no, wait, we need a stone. Where will we get a stone on the ground? This game really reminds me of Conan Exiles. I recently played Conan Exiles as well. Played and reviewed it on my channel. Not a particularly good game, to be honest. I also played another game. What was the game's name? Let me have a look here in my Steam library quickly. I played it recently. Let me just have a look. I need to remember the name because it actually makes me feel... Icarus. Icarus, that's the game's name, Icarus. I played it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago and reviewed it and all of that stuff. Not a terrible game. It's exactly the same as this game. It's not terrible, but there are definitely a couple of issues with the game, and I believe in the end I did not recommend the game. So, yeah, not a particularly good game, to be honest. But we will see if Icarus can, or if this game can at least be better than Icarus. The thing is, Icarus is very expensive. As far as I can remember, Icarus costs $40, and then they also recently released another DLC, which costs an additional, I think, $30 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. So yeah, overall a very expensive game. This game is only $20, but still, there is a certain amount of enjoyment and a certain amount of quality that you have to expect out of any game. Doesn't matter if it costs $1, you still have to expect a certain amount of quality out of a game. Wow, that's a level 5 rabbit. And obviously enjoyment. You have to get enjoyment out of a game. Doesn't matter if a game is $1. If the game is not fun, then there's literally no reason to play the game. I don't know if I can break this stuff down. It doesn't look like I'm getting anything when I hit that stuff. How do I take all of it? Drop all? Drop all. No. No, that doesn't help. How do I... Shift click, control click, shift right click. Okay, there we go. Shift right click. So I had to figure that out on my own as well. You have to shift right click in order to move items from the one side to the other side. I'm hearing something outside. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Just like that. Like, I hit that dude twice and they lost like 50 HP. They hit me twice and I was dead, completely dead. So that's bullshit. The fact that you can get attacked by such hilariously powerful enemies at the beginning. Clearly they are far more powerful than what I am, which is bullshit. Like, you can't have enemies that are able to kill the player in 2 hits this early in the game. And now obviously I lost 50% of my hunger, 50% of my thirst, 50% of my health, so that's some real bullshit right there, if you ask me. So there were only 2 things to loot in there. You also move very slowly. Like, this is the normal speed that you move, and it is really slow. Like, how can they make you move so slowly? It's incredibly slow. Let's create a pickaxe. Territory, flag, sleeping bag, rope, bonfire. Okay, let's move that over there. Restores 10 hydration, I guess so. Well, we don't need to do it right now. Can use that. So it seems that there are some structures in the game, like that house over there. Obviously it's a disused house, and then there's a lighthouse over there. So it seems the game, I don't know what exactly the story is. Obviously we haven't learned anything about the story yet. We haven't been given any instructions or anything like that. There's another house over there, but it seems like it's like a post-apocalyptic setting, maybe. Also, my weight is already 71 out of 80. How the hell? Like, I'm not carrying hardly anything, to be honest, and I'm already almost full weight, you know? Like, what the hell? It seems like the weight is massively small, the weight limit. The game also stutters and freezes a little bit here and there. And the game is massively graphically intensive. I'm looking at my usage right now, and it shows 300 watts of usage, which is insane. 300 watts on a RTX 3080. So basically the game is using 100% of my my graphics card, which really should tell you that I'm hearing something. Which really should tell you that if you have any graphics card that is lower than a RTX 3080, that you're not gonna be able to play this game. Like, your graphics card is not going to be able to run this game, because if it literally uses 100% of an RTX 3080, then if you have anything lower than that, you shouldn't even try to run the game, to be honest. So the game is massively graphically intensive. So I don't know, like, what are we supposed to do? Sleeping bag, I guess. Simple sleeping bag. Will reduce its durability. Okay, so apparently the durability will be reduced when you actually use it. I'm constantly hearing sound like movement from somewhere. I don't know where. Place a sleeping bag. Okay, but where do I want to place it? That's the question. What's all of these things? Question marks. I mean, we can head over there, I guess. Can we place a mark somewhere? Boom. Okay, we can apparently. And it shows there at the top. It shows the location. Like, this is the running speed. Even the running speed is very low. Oh, that stuff there at the bottom is my level. That wasn't my weight. That's my level. Okay. Abandoned car. So can we break the car down? Okay, so that does about 20 damage. That does a little bit less than 20 damage. Okay, the car shut itself. And we get some gasoline and stuff like that. So apparently you will be able to build like vehicles and stuff like that, I'm assuming, eventually. We need stone, let's see. We need 30 stone. Okay. Some more sugar cane. Okay, there's enemies. What level will the enemies be? Considering that that previous level 5 enemy killed me in 2 bloody hits, we can be pretty certain that we are not going to be able to survive anything higher than a level 1 or a level 2 enemy, probably. What's the damage on these? Doesn't even say the damage on them. Okay, what level are you? Level 19, holy hell. Why the fuck would they put a level 19 so close to the starting area? Oh, and there's an enemy over there. That enemy definitely wasn't there previously. Okay, so that's a level 19 area. Why the hell they would have such a high level area or such a high level NPC at the beginning, I have no idea. It's a really bad game design, to be honest. Like, you should have a gradual increase in the levels on the map. You know, obviously they put all of the spawning areas here on the right, so you could spawn there and there and there and there and there. So logic would tell you that this entire right side of the map would be low level, because they allow you to spawn there, so it should be low level. And then the further you go away from the spawning area, it should be higher level. But apparently that's not what the developers did. They literally put level 19 areas right at the beginning of the game, which is just idiotic, to be honest. Like, that's one thing that would really demoralize a new player. If a new player chose to do a little bit of exploring and then they get literally one-shotted or two-shotted by an NPC, and then all of their shit drops on the ground, that will really, really demoralize a player, you know. Like, if you get killed in one hit, that's terrible, you know. That will make most people... Okay, we have fighting music for some reason. That will make most people just quit the game, you know, and not play the game again. Okay, so there's fighting music, but I'm not seeing anyone. Oh, there. What level are you? I'm going to assume that they aren't level 1, because that would simply be too convenient. Like, I obviously want to find the low level area in the game, you know, level 1 area or level 2 area or whatever, you know. But like, the game has no indication on the map with regards to the levels, you know, the area levels or anything like that. So what level are you? 17, holy hell. Okay, let's run away. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, level 19s, level 17s. Where is the low level area in the game, you know? Like, I've now visited 3 areas and neither of the areas were like normal level, like my level, like level 1. Like, it's really demoralizing, because at the beginning of these games, you always want to find an area, a nice area, and then start a base. But you can't start a base in an area that is surrounded by level 15s or level 19s or anything like that. Like, you're not going to be able to survive in an area like that, because it just takes one level 15 or 19 or whatever to stumble across your base, and then they destroy your base. I don't know if the game does have base destruction, but they destroy your base and kill you. Like, it's not conceivable to have the game be like that. But apparently these devs don't give a shit. They apparently... Why can't I eat that? Okay, there we go. Apparently just put high level shit close to the beginning of the game. Okay, let's eat some sugar cane. There was an animal. Look, at even the rabbit is level 8. Holy hell. Come on, rabbit. Okay, the rabbit is dead. Why can't I? Oh, okay, so you have to hit the corpse in order to harvest it. That's another thing that I just had to figure out on my own. The game doesn't even bother telling you that that is how you loot a animal. Okay, some more enemies over here. I'm going to assume they're not low level. Let's see what their level is. 27. Fucking hell, okay. 4,500 HP. And considering I only do about 20 damage per hit, it will take a considerable amount of time before I am able to deal 4,500 HP worth of damage. So I don't know, like this entire bloody area, like level 15, level 19, level 27, like what the hell is going on? You can't, like all of the points of interest, all of the area of interests are stupid levels, like hilariously high levels. Like what the fuck are the developers thinking? There's seemingly zero balance in the game with regards to the content in the game, you know? Some rabbits are level 4, some rabbits are level 8, even though it seems that that doesn't make a huge difference. Like this rabbit is level 10. I can kill them, but the bloody levels on the NPCs obviously make a massive difference, because already a level 5 NPC kills me in 2 hits. I don't know. Quite honestly, I don't know. I wanted to like find a nice little area, perhaps an area that is a little bit built up, you know, like that quarry or the military base over there or anything like that. Just an area that isn't fucking barren like this. And then build a base there, but apparently that's not really something that is conceivable in this game, because bloody well everywhere is just high level. So I guess let's just create a camp here, I guess. I don't know. We aren't really given any other choice, to be honest. Okay, sleeping bag. Place a territory flag. Craft that one. So that takes 10 fiber, 15 stone, and 18 wood. Territory flag. Okay. And then I have stuff like this, which is a foundation cube, but like what's the point of doing that? Like I don't even need to do that. Let's see what is going on with the level up system. Tech. Okay, are these... Yeah, they're level bound, so at level 4 you get that, at level 7 you get that, at level 16 you get that. Talents, okay, I have 3 talents. So, okay, level 15, level 18, level 35, what's the point of that? Level 6, level 16, level 10... Level 10, level 12, level 5, level 8. Like, what's the point of having levels if you can't even spend any of your points or anything like that? Okay, the vehicles says stay tuned, so apparently the game doesn't have vehicles, or maybe you just don't have vehicle talents right now. Maybe you can get a vehicle and drive a vehicle, but you simply don't have vehicle talents? I don't know. So we can't use any skills despite being level 3 already. Here's a bunch of little tasks and stuff like that that you can do if you choose to. Map. Mail. Nothing. Inventory. Okay, so quite honestly... Like, I don't know, like, if we go to crafting, this is literally all of the crafting that I have right now. And I don't know, like, you will unlock more the higher levels you get, but that's a really stupid way of getting new stuff, because that means you either have to do combat, which we can't do. We literally can't do combat because everything is higher level than us, or you have to do harvesting, but harvesting does not give a lot of experience. Like, honestly, we are at 82, well, 85 experience right now. You see, you get 0.5 experience, 1.5 for felling the entire tree. So we got 5 experience for chopping down an entire tree. So to get an entire level at my current experience, you will have to chop down 20 trees, which is just stupid. Like, that is a very bad balance of the game. Like, the game should allow you to do, like, basically 70, maybe 60% combat, and then the rest crafting and harvesting materials, you know. Like, that's a good balance, you know, like 30% crafting and harvesting, and then the rest combat. Because, I mean, let's face it, these games, you play a little bit for the harvesting and crafting and building, but the majority of it is exploring and going to various points of interest and fighting enemies, looting chests and stuff like that, because usually at the points of interest there are chests and stuff like that that you can loot, you know. If you think about a game like 7 Days to Die or Rust or anything like that, you know, that's the point of the game, you know, to explore areas, kill enemies, stuff like that. Like, in this game you can't do that. Literally, I haven't found a single point of interest yet that we would be able to conquer, because it's fucking level 15 and level 19 and level 27. Like, it's insane, you know. Let's see. Okay, tech, crafting table, requires crafting table. Okay, so wood and fiber, 20 wood, 5 fiber. Crafting table, there we go. And then a bonfire. I guess we need a bonfire. And then I guess we need rope. Like, you need to remember, none of this is being told to me. Literally, the game has no tutorial. So like I said, if someone has never played any of these games, they will not know what the fuck to do in this game. And that's really terrible. That's a really, really bad user experience for new players. Let's place the table, and then where's the bonfire? There. You split items. Okay, so you shift, right click, drag. So if you want to split an item, you hold shift, you hold right click, and you drag. Once again, that's something that you just have to figure out on your own. Fortunately, I already know that because I've played a lot of these games, but still. Let's make meat. Okay, so do you just do activate or what? How long does each one take? Oh, then you have to queue them as well. Okay, so it takes 4 seconds each, so yeah. I don't like this system. Icarus actually uses the same system as this system, where if you put fuel into a campfire or a fire or anything like that, the fuel is constantly drained. Doesn't matter if you are crafting things or not crafting things, the fuel is constantly drained, and that's a really fucking stupid method of doing crafting. I don't like that system in the slightest. So that is a negative, definitely. I don't like that system. Let's see here. Crafting. Okay, all I can do right now is tape, apparently. And then I also don't like this system where you have to take the stuff from your inventory, put it into the inventory of the crafting bench that you're going to use, and only then can you do the crafting. That is a terrible form of crafting. That's a really bad form of doing the crafting in the game. So that's another negative, and that's unfortunately something that is going to affect you throughout the entire game. You know, that's constantly gonna be a pain. That is something that Icarus also does. Like, that's one of the criticisms, one of the biggest criticisms that I had of Icarus as well, was the fact that you have to drag your shit to the crafting bench that you're trying to use, whether it's a forge or an anvil or a blacksmith or anything like that. You have to drag it over there, then you have to drag your items back after you've done using them, and the items that you put there, you have to drag those back as well. So not only the items that were created you have to take back, but also the items that you put in there, you have to take them back. Instead of just allowing you to craft everything from your inventory, you have to do that shit. It's completely unnecessary inventory management that you are going to have to constantly deal with throughout the entire game. So okay, we've now crafted the tape. That's literally all the crafting bench allows us to do. There's nothing else that we are allowed to do with the crafting bench right now, which is just hilarious. If we go to tech, you can see that we are going to unlock more stuff at level 8 and then more stuff at level 7 and stuff like that. But like what the fuck? How do you do this? Unlock wooden spear, wood bow. How do you unlock them? Oh, do you just click on it? Well, that's fucking stupid. Why aren't they unlocked automatically? Why do you need to click on stuff? Look at that. Like, all of this clicking is unnecessary. Why isn't it just automatically unlocked? That's really, really stupid. It should just be unlocked automatically. Why do you force the player to open the screen, go to tech, and then click on everything? You literally have to search, okay, where haven't I clicked yet? It's such a stupid system. Okay, now let's see, can we craft something else now? Nope, nothing. Okay, here we can craft a whole bunch of new stuff. So, wood bow. stone arrows, walls, box. Okay, so we can finally craft a chest. Stone sickle, stone shovel. You can build like walls and stuff like that. Let's build 3, I guess. Couple of floors. Foundations. Holy hell, that's a lot of wood. 20 wood just for one foundation. Do you have to do the foundation? Doesn't require many materials to craft. What the fuck are you talking about? That's an insane amount of materials. High durability doesn't require many materials. What's the difference between the foundation and the wood floor? I'm assuming you can just put the wood floor on the ground. Okay, we can also craft some gear. Let's craft a helmet. Okay, so what's this? It doesn't even show you what you have selected. You have to open your inventory and then see, okay, that's a stone floor. Okay, I can't place the stone floor for some reason. Do I first have to put the foundation? Nope. Doesn't allow me. Oh, wait. Why can't you put it here? Why do you have to put it here? That's so stupid. Or what? Can't you place stuff in the road? Oh, okay, so you can't place stuff in the road. It would have been fantastic if it actually told you that you can't place stuff in the road, but apparently that's too much effort for the developers to actually give any information to the player. Okay, so that's nothing. So, like, is this literally the range? Like, is this literally the range of your buildings? Can you place it outside? So what's the use of the territory flag then? If you can place stuff outside the territory flag, what's the use of the territory flag? Let's place this here. And then see. Okay, now I can add stuff to it. Wood floor, wood wall. Okay, so that's the building. The building is relatively straightforward. Okay, then you can also destroy it if you want to. What else do I have? Stairs. Okay, we can place stairs. Wood helmet. How do I equip that? Okay, I just right-clicked on it. Stone door. Okay. Right. Okay. Stair construction is pretty basic. And then the door placement. Do you have to create a hole first? Yeah, it looks like you first have to create a hole, so you have to go to crafting and craft a specific wall that has a hole in it. How do you do that? That's a window, wood wall. It doesn't look like there's a transformable, so how do you actually transform it? Let's have a look. X. Oh. Change type. Ah, there we go. Okay, so you hold right click and then you can choose wood door frame, for instance. And then... okay, apparently that didn't do anything. I literally selected a wood door frame. Let's see if we destroy it, what happens? Okay, you get a tiny amount of the resources back. You don't get the full amount of resources back. That's also really stupid, to be honest. So yeah, okay, the building, I don't really have any issues with the building mechanic. It's clunky. It's quite clunky with like the putting of the doors and stuff like that. What I would want to see is you can simply put a door in here, like instead of having to craft a specific wall or a specific door or a fixture or a window or whatever, you should be able to just put it here like that. They make the crafting and the building too obtuse. Like, it's too obtuse. They should make it much easier, much more user-friendly to the player, which it definitely currently is not. But yeah, otherwise than that, no real issues with the building mechanics, to be honest. I don't know what the point is of the building, to be honest. So far, you can craft literally everything. Except tape. Tape is so far the only thing that I can craft with a crafting bench. But otherwise than that, literally everything is craftable from your inventory. So, quite honestly, I don't understand the use for the building mechanic right now. So yeah, we're just gonna chop some more trees, because even just one piece of foundation requires 20 wood, which is ridiculous. Look at that, you get 13 wood from a single tree, so you have to chop down 2 trees just to craft a single foundation. And a piece of wall takes 7 wood, so you can get, out of 1 tree, you can get 2 walls out, which still is not fantastic. So like right now, we're level 5. None of the areas around here, that's level 27. That's level, I think it was 19. That one is level 15. None of the areas around us are accessible. Like, we can't go there. We will get absolutely destroyed. In fact, I mean, we can taste it, but we will get destroyed in a single hit probably. Like, it's really terrible game balancing. Like, I don't know what the developers are thinking, like making literally the spawn point right there and then having a level 27 or 29 area literally right next to it. That is terrible map design and terrible game balancing. Like, we are probably gonna get one hit, and then our shit drops on the ground, and then we have to struggle to get our shit back. Like, it's really, really terrible. Look at that, level 28. It's a really terrible game balancing. I would not recommend the game simply based on that. Yeah, come on, shoot me accurately. It looks like the bullets are hitting me, but it's clearly not hitting me. Am I impervious to bullets for some reason, or what's happening? I mean, I shouldn't be impervious to bullets. I wonder if the enemies actually are shooting bullets, or if they have infinite bullets. Because the game does have an arrow system and a bullet system. The question is just, do the enemies have unlimited bullets, or do they actually have limited bullets? Like, do they make the game realistic enough to the point where every enemy has arrows and bullets, and once they've shot out all of those arrows and bullets, they then have to switch to a melee weapon, because they then ran out of bullets. Like, I don't know why. It looks like the bullets are literally hitting me, but I'm not taking any damage. And that guy's just standing there, so the AI seems to be pretty terrible, to be honest. Okay, let's go a little bit closer. I don't know why I am completely immune to bullets. It doesn't make sense. I shouldn't be immune to bullets. Let's see if we actually attack them. Ouch, okay, now I'm taking damage. So it seems there's like a gigantic damage drop-off. Literally, the bullets do 0 damage at this range. But as soon as you go a little bit closer, then the damage drop-off is to the point where the bullets actually do damage. So that's another thing. Like, what's the point of having guns if you literally have to stand maybe 10 meters from the enemy in order to actually use the gun? Like, what's the point of that? Look at that. I'm literally standing here. They're not doing any damage to me because the bullet drop-off, the damage drop-off of the guns is so egregious that it just like does no damage. Okay, yeah, so one hit basically, and I'm dead. So yeah, that's the game balancing. That's fucking terrible game balancing. Like, I'm literally still in the beginning area. I literally spawned there. Literally over there I spawned. So, literally right next to the spawning area, there's level 29 enemies. Like, that alone is reason enough for me to not recommend the game. But in addition to that, the game is actually quite terrible in many other aspects. Did we actually spawn literally where we were? Yes, we spawned literally right where we were. So the game is really terrible in many other aspects. How do we actually move everything? Move. Okay, just like that. The crafting system is bad. I don't like the crafting system. The building system is bad. The fact that there's no tutorial in the game whatsoever is bad. There's seemingly no story in the game. Like, literally, I've now been playing for an hour. There's no story in the game, which is weird. So, like, at least a game like Icarus has some kind of a story that you can follow if you want to follow it. Even a game like 7 Days to Die has some story. This game just has no story, so you don't know what the background of the game is. You don't know why there are some structures in the game, and the rest of it is just seemingly idyllic forest. Obviously there are some other areas, like there's an ice area there, there's a desert area there, but none of it seems like a nuclear apocalypse has happened in the game. So you don't really know why you are here. You don't know why it's like a post-apocalyptic area where there are enemies running around with guns and shields and swords and stuff like that. None of it makes sense. I haven't encountered a single animal yet apart from rabbits. So that's also weird, like what happened to all of the animals in the game. Yeah. The game is quite terrible. Quite honestly, there's no way how I can recommend this game. The gun mechanics are really terrible. Like, once you actually unlock a gun, once you actually get a ranged weapon, you're literally like at this range gonna have to use the gun in order to deal any damage, because the damage drop off, the bullet drop off in the game is just so terrible. You literally have to be 10 meters from an enemy just in order to deal any damage to the enemy. The talent system is terrible. Like, I'm level 5 and I can't use any skills. Literally all of the skills are level 18, level 15. It says there talent book 9 and talent book 9, talent book 15, talent book 18. I don't know what that means. I would assume talent book means that you have to collect books or something like that, which, if it is true, then that's a really terrible way to do the talents in the game. 7 Days to Die actually does that, and that's one of the criticisms that I have of 7 Days to Die. Otherwise than that, it's a pretty good game, you know, 7 Days to Die, but the skill book system, it uses a skill book system where you can't get a skill until you get the book representing the skill. It's a really terrible system to use, because there's literally no way how you can get certain skills in the game until you go to certain points of interest in the game. So let's say you want to do sniper rifles or whatever, you want to get the sniper rifle talent, then you have to go like over there, literally, and you cannot get the sniper rifle talent until you go over there and get the book that is over there. Like, that's the system that 7 Days to Die uses, and it's a fucking terrible system. And if this game uses the same system, which it looks like it does, because what else would talent book mean, then it's an automatic not recommended from me in any way. In addition to all of the other bullshit in the game, it's an automatic not recommended from me then, because it's just such an obtuse system that it's completely unnecessary. Like, no game should have a obtuse skill system such as that. So yeah, really, it's a pretty bad game. Like I said, $20, you know, for a game like this is not bad, but the game has to be fun, the game has to be playable, the game has to give you enjoyment, and I've not gotten any enjoyment out of the game yet. The game is not fun, the game is not playable, because literally you can't go to any of the points of interest at the beginning. You literally can't play the game. You can't go to any points of interest. So, like, it's not playable. You go there, you get killed in a single hit. Like, the game is not playable. You can't play the game. You can't engage in combat in the game because all of the enemies that I've encountered in the entire game so far are so hilariously overleveled that they kill you in 1 or 2 hits, which makes the game completely unplayable. So, yeah, there's no way I can recommend the game. The game is actually quite terrible. I'm probably never gonna play the game again. I'm probably just gonna uninstall the game, to be quite honest. Like I said, Icarus is another game that I recently played that is actually quite similar to this game. I did not even recommend Icarus, partly due to the price. The price of Icarus is rather ridiculous, to be honest. I think it was $40 for Icarus. Let me just confirm here. Let's see. Yes, $35 for Icarus, and then they recently released a DLC for the game as well, which also I think was $30. $30 or $40. It's really insane. So it's not like, I mean, it's double the price of this game. But even with Icarus costing $35 or $40, I didn't recommend the game. The game is better than this game. That much is clear. Like, Icarus is definitely a better game than this game is. But even Icarus I did not recommend. So if I didn't recommend Icarus, despite the game being a better game than this game is, then there is no freaking way that I am going to be able to recommend this game, because this game is simply far worse than Icarus in multiple ways, despite the fact that the game costs quote-unquote only $20, even though you can get some really fantastic games for $20. There's simply no way how I can recommend this game. It's simply too broken. And like I said, you can't even change the resolution on full screen mode. It literally does not allow you to change the resolution on full screen mode. The game runs terribly. Right now I'm looking at it using 300 watts of my 3080 RTX graphics card. So if you have anything lower than a 3080 RTX, you're simply not going to be able to play the game. Even on windowed mode, you're not going to be able to play the game at 60 FPS. And the game does not have a borderless full screen mode, and it also does not have a borderless windowed mode. That is why you are constantly going to have that white border at the top of your screen, and you're going to go down and accidentally click on your taskbar, accidentally click on Discord, any of that type of shit. So quite honestly, terrible game, terribly optimized, and really quite unplayable in multiple ways. So yeah, definitely can't recommend the game. I'm probably going to uninstall the game right after this. But yeah, I just wanted to review the game because one of my Patreon supporters requested that I specifically review this game. So I hope they are happy, and I certainly appreciate their support on Patreon. If you want to see any game reviewed, any specific game reviewed, and you are a current Patreon supporter, or if you've made a donation on any of my other available avenues, then you can simply message me or anything like that and tell me this is the game you want to have reviewed, and I will certainly review that game if I am able to. So yeah, that's it, guys. I forgot the game's name. The Front. The Front is a really quite terrible game, and it is already quite forgettable. So yeah, guys, that is it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.